hearing to order. And welcome everyone. Have a pledge of allegiance and then we'll I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, this public hearing is for the purpose of consideration and discussion of the 2023 property tax levy and reviewing the preliminary budget for the year of 2023. After discussion in 30 minutes, we will have the regular scheduled council meeting. So, first of all, discussion for 2023 property tax levy, numbers, discussion. Council, I believe you have the assessor's information. Yeah, from last meeting. It would look like this. And the second page had the explanation that $76,486 would be the highest lawful levy amount that is allowed. Second. And Barbara had, I believe, if you'll remember, giving you the previous year's percentages that we have had.
Okay. 2020 property tax levy for 2021 was increased at 0.737% at $544. And the 2021 year for the 2022 property tax levy was increased at 1%, which was $1,853.06. So I was asking the council to decide what percentage you would like to increase the year of 2023 property tax level. The legal limit is 1%, which is $764.86. I also gave percentages of 0.75%, which is an increase of $573.65. An increase of 0.50% is an increase of $382.43, and an increase of 0.25% is an increase of $191.22. But the each years we've asked for the maximum people.
And council, remember that the property tax is split 50-50 between the current expense account and the street fund. So that's income for your streets. As well as the current expense.
Okay, 0.75% of that dollar amount of increase is how much?
$573.65. That's for the maximum. It's going to change anybody's property taxes. Just what they take out of it.
Nothing, 1%, excuse me, the total of $76,486, correct?
Well, 1% is an increase of $764.86, which brings us to that dollar amount you stated, the $76,486.
Anybody else with a different percentage?
No, me.
And the public hearing here, there's no motions to be made here in the public
Right.
hearing, so it's just discussion.
Does, but it just brings you property taxes.
Sorry, could you guys speak up so they can hear? Could you speak up so they can hear you out here?
I have a cold, so whatever I say is coming out the way it comes out, so.
So you were telling Laura that something about property taxes?
It isn't going to increase her property taxes.
Okay, that's good.
The property taxes are already decided, it's just the percentage that we're taking out of the taxes.
If we were to it would benefit the town the most as far as where we would get it to use it.
Anything else?
Okay, moving on to the item B, 2023 proposed budget. Council, I gave you the proposed spreadsheets. Trying to tell me what your numbers, what you want, so that we can have adjustments be made if agreed upon. And we can go page by page. Or we can skip around, whatever you want.
Do you have any copies of the budget for the people here?
They're in the office. The dollar amount or the adjustment, whatever you guys decide, personal property taxes, that number will change on the current expense automatically. So that means that what was 38.5. So any change other than the 38.5 will have to be adjusted somewhere on the expense side to make it still zeroed out. Okay. We still don't know what our ending balances will be to carry forward for next year's beginning balances.
At this point in time, could we entertain increases in certain areas of the budget?
Yeah, that's, or decreases, whatever you,
Okay, under 515, legal fees, I am making a suggestion that we increase that to 36,000 versus the current budget amount.
attorney. Okay. You're still on the first page.
Okay, I'm on page 3, on
Right.
blue sheet. What I'm working with.
Oh,
The budget itself,
oh, the current budget.
correct.
Okay, so what dollar amount do you have on your sheet?
Okay, an increase of 24,000, making total 46,000 for attorney fees in order to implement, different legal actions that may be required.
Okay. Anything else with current expense?
I don't have anything else on this.
Okay, then you want to tackle street fund account?
Correct, property tax figure will change also.
Yeah. So that, yes, that is going to be an adjustment. Whatever you guys decide. Okay, I have, next page is the airport fund. And remember, this next year is a no wheat sale day, year. The only thing that would be income to that would be the hangar rentals. else on that one?
Did have a question concerning insurance. Is that a separate entity?
Now, with that being asked, there's been no correspondence or phone calls or anything on the, hopefully decrease. I kind of doubt that, the cost of the insurance
Okay.
yet. Airport done? No more thoughts? Good question on
Anybody else? Feel free to speak up.
Okay, the next page was the capital construction. And the income that comes through that is the 1/4% local real estate excise tax amounts. I put in 3,000, I think that's what. Nothing else? Any takers on the waterworks fund? Remember, council, a portion of the wages of the staffs come, certain percentages, different wages for the water, benefits for the water. If I mainly are working in the water meters, reading meters, putting in water lines, whatever, then a portion of my salary comes out of the water fund. If I'm doing sewer work, then a portion of my salary comes out of the sewer fund. If I'm doing the garbages, cans, whatever's, then a portion of my salary comes out of that fund. So those numbers may change, whatever your decisions are. Water discussion? Same speech goes to the next pages, next fund, the sewer fund. Sewer has a lot of expenses. The testing of our sewer influent and effluent bottles are have increased. What was it, 14? No, it was. What it was. was I'm gonna round up, $12 to send the cooler to the lab. Well, they're wanting more, bottles to be sampled with and sent off for more testings, only because it's a different company. And that cooler now is costing $18 to send. So that right there is going to be an increase to the postage for those tests to be sent off, and that's on a weekly basis. That's a have to.
Is it not sent to, Anaheim Labs?
No, it's, Anakin. So that postage, that category is, postage and phone, that will probably be increased, or have to be increased. And just yesterday, day before, we filled up the propane out there at the wastewater treatment plant. You remember how much it was? And okay, we'll underestimate it. It's under $10,000. She's saying that it, kind of remember, $7,000 is on the bill, or the slip for filling up it's a 1,000-gallon tank. So it's full for the winter.
But our expenditure is going to be more next year.
I would assume that it's just like gas. It's not going to go down, the price. But it's used like mostly through the winter months.
Right.
So that's why we topped it off for the winter here.
Can I ask what they're charging for propane?
I don't have that paperwork with me, so I can't answer that.
We'll get that to you.
Maybe.
Do you happen to know who the school goes with?
I'll let you know.
It'd be nice if we could work a deal.
Yeah,
Come at the same time, avoid that trip.
right.
Is Farrell the one that fills it up?
Gal gas for us. I don't know what the school does. Okay, any other categories or questions or spots for the sewer?
On the waterways, how can we charge, 3 reeds for the 3/4 inch?
You're on to that.
There's 3 costs exactly the same, but for different size meters.
I think most of our meters are inch and a half, aren't they?
Yeah.
The 3 is more like the school football field.
Yeah, railway, one's a little bit longer.
So you got questions on the water one?
Yeah, the 3.
We're going
there's
back.
There's 3 there on the same price, but you get that same time at different size meters.
Okay, look ahead in your ordinance. I mean, what color is it?
Here we go. 3/4 or less, 66.24. 1 inch, 66.24.
Yeah.
1.5, 66.
Okay, so that's mostly your residentials and your businesses. Now go further down the list.
Yeah, then you're going up to the gallon.
That's say 2 inch, 3 inch.
4 inch, 6 inch, 10 inch.
So it just depends on the size of your meter, pipe for the meter, delivery of the meter.
Basically 10 cents more for a 2 inch as opposed to 6.24 for 3/4. So it's like, that's not a difference.
Okay, these numbers are increased, each one from the previous ordinance by the 1.73%. So from years past, okay, it has increased, whatever that is, 1.73%. Respectfully, down the list.
Yeah, I mean, basically, we only use 1 inch anyway, so you can get, to keep them small ones from 3/4 to 1 inch. Right. To the same.
Yeah, it's the same from 1 and 12, it looks like 1.5 and smaller is all the same price.
Could you clarify for me?
For what?
So the 1.73 is a rate increase and you're increasing the meter rate as well?
No, that's not what he said.
What did you just say? Did you say the meter rate went up also?
No,
The pipe size went up also?
no. What did you ask, Robert?
On the size of the meters, Denise, like, you know, from 3/4 inch down to.
And you said they've gone up every year by 1.73%, Paula?
Each meter size is gone up the 1.73%.
As well as the water rate per gallon?
That is the rate. It's not the size, right?
The rate
Is that
per,
what you're asking?
the rate per gallon is a penny, and if that goes up 1.73, you shouldn't be doubling it up. It's not the meter that's supposed to go up, it's the water rate.
It is.
Which has 22, 24.
So those meters have a per gallon, per cubic foot rate that's gone up, is that what you're saying?
No,
So when you do the 1.73
No,
increase,
no.
it's a cubic foot increase. For 1,400 cubic feet, if you were paying $2, and then you're going up 1.73%, it should be now $2.17 per 1,400 cubic feet. That's the rate, not the meter. You're doubling up if that's what you're doing, you're doubling it up.
It's basic monthly water service rate.
He's asking
I'm just
about
saying.
meters.
okay, I think there's a little bit of confusion on your part, Denise.
Could be.
The rates for the monthly base rate, depending upon the size, will increase 1.73% this year over, or, pardon me, for 2023 over 2022. Okay, that's the only increase that there is. Is the basic monthly base rate. That's what changes. Meters don't change.
That's okay. You don't have to explain it to me. Just go ahead with your stuff.
All right.
Okay, so, we have, yes,
Okay. I understand the ordinance that you guys have to, by the ordinance, you have to raise the residence rate annually. When you guys did that, did you guys think about raising rates on well 6 and well 9? It's only fair.
I mentioned that prior,
It's only fair.
no, they chose not to.
what was before the council at that time was the rates for the resident use of water furnished to the town of Lynn. And it was changing or amending ordinance 2106 for water service rates. Now, if the council wants to do something further, then the council will have that option, just like before.
What is the standard charge now? So about 150 dollars? For what? For usage?
That's the whole little thing.
Yeah.
So it's 50 cents.
50
water now.
So basically, that's going up around $10.
Your whole bill,
Charge. Yeah, basic charge. These, but then pay the bills. So they're not- 155? No?
58.36.
okay, so we've got more questions to answer through another hearing, right? Right. Okay, so we left off on sewer. Real quickly, is there any other account or accounts that you want to focus on, question? We did not touch the garbage yet. So if you have questions on that, then so that we can present. Right now with the numbers that are listed right here with the proposal, it's zeroed out. It's balanced, put it that way. And remember that your garbage cannot be raised unless there's a public hearing about it. Okay. Okay, anything with the utility deposit fund, and that's the end of that. Okay, so I have some information to get back to you on. What was it that I had to get back on? You had a question on the legals,
Right,
okay?
increasing
Paul,
attorney expense.
sorry,
Yeah,
can I ask a question on the legal thing? Did you wrap that?
okay,
The proposal was to raise in the budget the legal fees to 46,000. And the reason was for other or additional legal actions. What kind of legal actions are you anticipating?
Primarily code enforcement, as well as other contingencies. We would again be going right back to square one if we didn't do something to enforce the codes that we have in place. And this will take probably litigation. Okay. And depending upon that litigation is going to cost quite a bit more than what we currently have budgeted. So in order to bring that into line on the budget, this is the time to increase it.
And if there's a legal fee that's above what we budgeted, how are we gonna pay for that? Hopefully it's probably keep it tight.
well, for one thing, we would not put ourselves in that situation. There-
We'll have to
there-
work within the framework of our budget. That's the whole idea of the budget.
And it doesn't have to be used
I just don't know a lot of attorneys that really care about our budget.
Right.
You know, they have their budget.
Right. Yeah, point taken. Okay. All right, so that concludes our budget hearing. I will try and give you a kind of a new proposed with what you've said, what you've thrown at us here. Okay, so with that, okay, council and public, we've got a call to the order for, does the public hearing have to be officially adjourned? Myra? Okay, Laura? Okay.
Second motion to adjourn the public hearing.
Moved and seconded to adjourn public hearing. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries. All right, so, regular council, meeting at 7:07. Council approval of November 8th.
So I'm away with the fairies. Yeah, what would you say?
Have you had a chance to read the minutes?
Yes, I have, yeah.
I make the motion that we accept the November 8th, 2022.
I'll say it.
Okay, moved and seconded to approve November 8th, regular council minutes. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries. All right, council, before we dive into the business, I would like to add under new business, the E, and it's insurance renewal. Insurance renewal, and action is required. So any objections to that addition under new business? Okay. Moving into unfinished business, evacuation planning. I believe I'll turn the table over to Myra.
Well, we worked up a map, and on the back of this map, it has all of the back roads outside of town. And when Mike and the rest of them have a chance to look at it, either make corrections, additions, or whatever, then we can move forward with it.
Okay, with the size, we kind of played around with the size of, it was this big. That's kind of too big for your refrigerator. So we squeezed it down, and if anybody has any other suggestions of how to present this, written pathways, routes on the backside. Suggestions open. Then we can present it to residents. And council, I attended a Zoom meeting this morning with Adams County, or the emergency, what was it called?
I don't remember.
Emergency,
Preparedness?
preparedness, yeah. He and I were, he was representing the schools. So anyway, this all ties together in, for Adams County, so I'm kind of glad that we're kind of a step ahead in that part. So that's to, still be thinking about, suggest whatever size-wise, if you want it smaller, if you want a different map of the town. This is what we've got.
How are you gonna notify people that they need to use the map and go somewhere?
That's another step that needs to be done.
So the phone call thing is not working.
What, that one call has been discontinued, yes.
You
We're going to
just,
try and work with the sheriff's department. They have something in the works for, it's kind of like a Amber Alerts. So,
so you discontinued the one call that they had, the town
Yes.
had? When did you do that?
That was back when I was on the council, Paul.
yeah, a couple of
You
years
guys
ago.
Council
voted it
did.
out?
Don't jump all over Paul, the council did.
I'm not jumping, I'm asking a question when it got done, and you
It was
answered
costing
it.
the town more, it was only used one time, the entire time, but it was once or twice. And that was
Well,
it.
that's okay, I just was asking the question and it got answered, thank you.
Okay, council, with new business, with your agenda. And I'm hoping that our colored papers help out. The ordinance 2202 is pink. Okay, and this was what was decided earlier, that beginning January 1, 2023, Town of Lynn shall increase the basic monthly water service rate for all users by 1.73% and rounded as council decision on the first day of January each year thereafter. And that is what you were looking at, is the base monthly is $66.24 for a resident.
Or 64, sorry, it used to be, I apologize, 6511 is what it was. 6511, so it went up, it went up just over $1.
Okay, so that's just your water. Okay? All the verbiage stays the same through the ordinances through the years. This ordinance shall take effect January 1st, 2023, and shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and publication as required by law for that. So,
I'll make a motion that we adopt ordinance 2202.
okay. Moved and seconded to approve ordinance 2202 for the water rates, basic monthly rate. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, flip that over. And it's item B 2203, sewer rates, action required. And this is stated from decision before. Beginning January 1st, 2023, the town of Lynn shall increase the basic monthly service for all users by 1/7400% and rounded as council decision on the first day of January each year thereafter. And that decision was all residents having sewer connections is monthly $74.52. This ordinance shall take effect January 1st, 2023, and shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and publication as required by law.
I make a motion we accept ordinance 2203.
I second the motion.
Moved and seconded to approve or adopt ordinance 2203. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries. And that was for your sewage. All right. Yeah. Okay, council, item C is the resolution 2210. I'm gonna give it to Barbara to recap.
I just need to know what percentage to increase the property tax levy. If you want to increase it the full 1%, or if you want to increase it at a different level of 0.75, 0.5, or 0.25%. So I can finish up my resolution.
Because my suggestion, we go for that.
Could you repeat that, Myra?
20%.
Sorry, Myra, did you make a motion to go for the 1%? I couldn't hear you, sorry.
I said it was my suggestion.
Okay.
I was waiting for somebody else to say that.
I agree with you, Martin.
Okay, I make a motion. 1%.
1%. Okay, it's moved and seconded to, I didn't want to read that, have the full 1% increase for the 2023, yeah, maximum, yeah. $764.86 is the 1%. So that's all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Okay, motion carries.
For this motion, for this resolution, I actually need council member signature, please, at the bottom.
See those lines? The only reason I say that is because one year I didn't.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Council item D is resolution 2211. And I believe it's a blue sheet for you. Oh, or an orange. what'd I say, 2211? Well, you said this one's blue. Oh, okay, orange. You have an orange one? Do you have one that says resolution 2211?
Show you mine.
Okay. Okay, council, this is a resolution establishing a transfer between funds to replenish loss of revenues. Whereas the Town of Lynn Garbage Fund account number 409 had unforeseen expenses and loss of revenue, and whereas the Town of Lynn has sufficient revenues in the current expense fund number 001 to transfer money to the garbage fund account 409 to meet the balancing of the accounts for the end of the year 2022. Now therefore be it resolved by the Town Council of the Town of Lynn in Washington, do resolve as follows. Section 1, the clerk treasurer is directed to transfer $45,000 from the following fund: current expense, receiving fund, garbage fund. This resolution shall become effective from and after its passage by the council and approval by the mayor. Passed and adopted by the Town Council of the Town of Lynn in Washington this 22nd day of November 2022.
I have a question. I think you need to list the RCW you're following for that transfer on your paperwork there.
Okay, we can do that.
So you can bring it
We
back
just
next
copied from
meeting.
previous years, so
You make a motion?
I started.
I make a motion to accept resolution 2211.
I second that.
Well, the RCW needs to be on there. I thought you agreed to that, Paula.
It's a council
You're passing
decision.
it without the RCW information? That's okay. That's your choice.
I just copied the forms from previous years. So it's moved and seconded, to approve the resolution 2211. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, council, we have, the new item, E. And Mr. Dorshak, I'm gonna ask your help with that. The insurance renewal. Council, you should have some CIAW's information somewhere. It says, I don't know exactly, renewal summary. You have an invoice. Robert, what you got? Yes, that one. Something like that. Okay. Do you want to take the floor just because you were sitting in there when the
Right.
agent was
The
there?
total amount of the insurance proposal is $94,182.90. Of that amount, the only new item on it is a cyber liability in the amount of $10,000. So basically, the difference between last year and this year is approximately $10,000 or thereabouts. And that is the difference of it. Insurance goes up yearly, and when you start getting into the these numbers, it rises a little bit more rapidly. There's also considerations of the coverage that we have on the different areas. You have property, equipment breakdown, auto physical damage, general liability, and then, as I mentioned earlier, the addition of cyber liability. And then wrongful acts is 11,000, then auto liability, and then crime. Crime is the least expensive, almost the least expensive. Auto physical damage is less, but the crime amount is $4,945.27. It's part of that estimate.
And remember, it has risen because of some claims that we had to put out for the well 9 theft of the little equipment, piece of equipment that brule or wheels, whatever you want to say. So that kind of goes in with your raising of your rates.
Do you think we did it any cheaper if we shopped?
We could shop, but this needs to be decided for this next year tonight. Something else can I throw out? If the council wants to add flood coverage for the town of Lynn, it's approximately $7,074 more dollars per year. Please let me know whether or not you want that. Also, does the council want to consider costs to add UIM coverage for the town of Lynn? And that's approximately annually another $2,095. And this is based on current auto exposures, and the indication expires December 7th of 2022. Please let me know if you decide to purchase that extra coverage. Now, the UIM is uninsured motorists and underinsured motorists. So that is basically what Mr. Sloan said. If you are hit by a driver without insurance or not enough insurance, this is to cover your damages. Right?
Exactly. We had to use that insurance on our own personal vehicle. There was a accident that created quite a bit of damage, and it was covered because we had the uninsured motorist coverage. The person that did the accident thought she had liability. She did not. She just had comprehensive coverage. So that's where uninsured motorist comes in.
Okay, so if I'm standing on the corner of the street, get flat by a lorry, we get covered up. So I don't see all this covered.
This is for your vehicles. You gotta be in a vehicle.
So that if I'm back in the vehicle,
If you're standing there in your vehicle, waiting for me to come along and hit you, that's what that would be.
I don't think I can see. I mean, like when my face got lax, their insurance.
Yeah, but that's not your vehicle. This is for us. This is for the town.
The town
So-
vehicles,
Yeah. So the uninsured or underinsured is about $2,100, $2,095. extra. If you want to talk about flood, well, it happened here once.
Yep,
Yep, every 100 years, flood coverage is approximately $7,074 per year. So the question is, with what Mr. Dorshak said, with the automatic proposal here, $94,182.90. If you decide, then you add, I'm gonna round up, 2,100 and 7,100 to the 94,000. Okay. So, that's, consider that, okay?
Yeah, time.
You get your raft and your little rowboat, your row. There is a possibility, if you guys decide and want to do this, we can finance this 94,000 plus the 2,100 plus the 7,100, or whatever you decide. You don't have to have that part. But anyway, the financing is, per month, whatever you want to do. But it's 15%. 15%. So he handed this sheet to me, and I said, well, I'll present it to the council, but I don't really think that we need to finance and have 15%. But I told him I'd present it.
as far as the flood insurance, the only, building that would probably be involved, and that's for flood only, would be the shop. None of the other properties that the town owns and is responsible for.
Oh, I don't know, sewer plant,
Yeah. That's all right. We're still mastodon running around here the last time we got to the flood. A big, not that little
big one.
chunk it down, going down the Cody. So, and we are still covered for, other, things with the shop. Take that into consideration.
Okay, so do you want to chip away at this? Are you interested in the flood?
I'm not,
Okay. Are you interested in the UIM coverage, uninsured motorists, underinsured motorists? And that was the 2,100.
could you see that?
I said that'd be fine.
The only reading that I would recommend is from personal experience.
This is for old China, bad old lorries. But people that probably don't know insurance with the trucks. But it does a good idea, to have that insurance.
You got yours paid? Do you have yours paid?
I'm just thinking of the new misses and things that
Uh-huh.
happen. I'm got one insurance, then I pay that.
Yeah, yeah.
Could have been more serious, so.
Yeah.
Very dodgy numbers, so.
It's you guys' decision, so I just have to make it work. Oh, sorry.
Oh, Did I understand that it was 94,000 plus 10,000 for the cyber insurance?
No,
Oh,
No, that is included in the 94,000.
I'll give you the line and then the dollar amount again, if you want.
I think they should have it.
That's right. That's the only additional beneficial, well, on accident.
doesn't take long to eat up $2,000 in an accident.
Pardon?
It doesn't take long to eat up $2,000.
Well, it doesn't. That's an accuracy. All right, I make a motion that we adopt the one proposal of 94,182.90 plus the 2,100 for underinsured motorists.
It's moved and seconded to, approve the CIAW with, Mr. Sloan's agency here of, can I give the grand total with what you said? $96,277.90. So that's it, that's, okay. Moved and seconded for that dollar amount, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, I will let Barbara get a hold of Mr. Sloan tomorrow on that. Do the finalizing of that part. Okay, that's the item listings there. The mayor's report for November 22nd, 2022. Council Brandon Beecher has terminated his employment with the town of Lynn. The employment opportunity in Public Works has been posted and advertised. If any theft has occurred at your residence, please call the Adams County Sheriff's Department at 659-1122. They're after gas, they're after propane bottles. 5th Street's been hit, 3rd Street's been hit. Can't remember the address across First, South First, just all over. So mark anything and everything that you think might have legs. But 659-1122 is the Sheriff's Department. Okay, Council, you are being reminded, I gave you a sheet last time with all the dates, but I'm reminding you again, special meeting, public hearing is November 29, again at 6:30, and that is for reviewing the preliminary budget, and I'll give you the new numbers that you threw at me tonight. And also a special meeting, public hearing on December 2nd, again at 6:30, for reviewing the final budget after more discussion maybe, so that the adoption of 2023 budget can be approved at a regular meeting on December 13th. It has to be done before the end of the year, or by the end of the year. So those are out there for you. Return to the agenda for the Finance Committee.
Myra, did you have anything?
I didn't see anything.
Okay, I make a motion to approve the warrant check register dated 11/08/2022 to 11/21/2022 in the amount of $28,699.56.
Second motion.
Okay, moved and seconded to approve the November 8th to November 21st of 2022 check register. Dollar amount is $28,699.56. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries.
Also, I'd like to approve the outstanding invoices dated from 10/4/2022 through 11/15/2022 in the amount of $27,379.75.
Second motion.
It's moved and seconded to approve the outstanding invoices from October 28th to November 15th of 2022 for $27,379.75. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries. Don't want to lose it. Okay. Mr. Do you have anything for the, go to the order, comments, concerns?
No,
Okay, Myra, do you have anything? No? Ms. Laura?
Well, first off, since we look on, what were Brandon's roles as a worker for the city? Did you specify in any area, or?
No, it's water, sewer, and garbage.
Because I was just thinking about it when I first moved to town, there was only 2 city employees, and the city seemed to run a lot smoother with only 2 people working. Now we seem to have 4 employees, and it doesn't seem it runs so smoothly. So I'm thinking, do we need to hire another employee? Anyone else have any thoughts on that?
tell you what, the time was run bad.
That was before you were. With Jocelyn and I don't remember that one guy's name.
Doug, did,
No, before him. An older guy.
Oh, that guy that's in Ritzville, lives in Ritzville, Wayne, Dwayne,
Yeah.
was that his name?
He always wore the overalls. It's just 2 of them, and the town seemed to run real smooth, and everything got done. Now we have 4 employees. I just feel like maybe we could be saving some money there. That was just a thought. And then second, it was brought to our attention about well 6 and raising the prices. So I found out that Ritzville, they charge $75 for 10,000 gallons, which works out to be about 13 cents a gallon. And I had no idea we were selling it for a penny a gallon. So we were kind of thinking, we'd like to, keep the price the same for locals, maybe raise it to 10 cents a gallon maybe for locals, and maybe up it to $1 for out-of-towners. That would give us some profit there, and maybe persuade non-locals not to take so much of our water that we don't have. So, yes.
When you say local, what area are you thinking? Only in-town people?
No, just land.
Because
And
I think everybody's out of town that uses well 6, like farmers.
No, they still have lick addresses.
And that's the only one, but you're talking about non-potable or potable?
Yeah,
Well 6 is non-potable, right, correct?
there's both.
No,
Yeah, there's two wash names in there.
Potable and non-potable up there.
they don't both come out of well 6 though.
Yes,
No,
well, there's two pumps in there.
one comes from well 7. The potable comes from well 7, non-potable comes from well 6.
Well, 6, you're talking about this.
By the pool, it's piped down from well 7. That's why it affects our drinking water, because it's coming out of well
I
7.
can't remember when, but I think that was Slade or something about 5 years ago.
No,
When they put in.
we put in new columns in well 6. You can't get two kinds of water out of the same well, but anyway, let's go ahead.
Right there, that's an illegal act because it says potable and non-potable on there.
Non-potable
So, like,
comes
when
from
you're
well
washing
7.
the reservoir, you use the non-potable from well 6, fill up the tank.
That comes directly out of well 6. I don't think there's a reservoir for well 6.
Well
Anyway, it
6
doesn't matter. Go ahead with your discussion about
Well
water.
6 has two little pumps in there. It's got two different flash feeds, what they call flash feed, or not flash. You put your torch on and it gives you the reading on the numbers.
It's the meter.
I mean, I can't work it out. I mean, that was done a lot of work before it got there, but there is two separate pumps in there. How they can pump potable and non-potable unless they're treated out of one.
You'd have to have it go
Okay.
somewhere and be filtered.
Comments that were made by Florida are need to be addressed. Perhaps as part of the next meeting, you can, come up with a schedule. And then, whatever changes that we can make.
Any idea, Laura?
Thanks. We don't need to do something, but thank you anyway, Mr. Gorbachev.
I don't know what I just said, but
Hey. All right. Oh. Okay. All right.
somebody. I make a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
Okay, moving second to adjourn, all in favor say yeah.
Yeah.
Any opposed? All right. We're adjourned.
What